y'all? Welcome to Kickin It, brought to you by Kroger. And today's guest is none other than Houston Dynamo defender Adam Lundkvist. How are you, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Obviously, over the course of the last, seasons, years, we've been able to see you grow as a player. And now I can confidently say that you are a Houstonian. How has it been for you and the family to really make this place home? Is Houston finally home for you?
So ever since I moved here, me and my wife has really just found ourselves a second home. Just the people that live in the city is been so friendly, and like you say, it's this southern hospitality is really a thing, I tell you. And no, really enjoyed it. And like I said, some beautiful memories, some ups and downs in the club, and I mean, like you say, I'm been fortunate enough to be in this place for a long time, and looking forward to keep growing as a person.
And I think that that's one of the points that I wanted to touch with you, just because of the way that I have seen you grow as a player, the way I have seen you develop, not only in skill level and performances on the field and on the training ground, but I think you've taken a leadership role, and it shows. How does it feel to first come into the team, get some games under your belt, and now be able to be that voice, that mentor in the locker room, that maybe the younger kids that are jumping on, they get to look up to you and you give them that guidance? How is it for you to be a leader in this team?
Oh, I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. I remember when I was a young kid coming up, and the players and the guys that I looked up to and enjoyed just hanging around with, and you're trying to pick up some tips and tricks about this whole life that we're living, because when you're young, you're just seeking for inspiration. I really, like you said, when I came here a couple of years ago, it was, like you said, more getting to get a feeling of the league and get everything settled, and now when I've been here a couple of years, I really feel that I have I have everything under control. You know what I mean? I could really just focus on being this, like you say, kind of a mentor. Like I really enjoy being a leader. I pride myself as being a good example and a good human being. For me, it's also very important, like how you are on the field as much as you are off the field. I think if you can be, a good guy off the field, people's going to respect you on the field. So I try to be both. And I mean, yeah, if people look up to me, I see that as a huge plus. And that's what I am aiming to do. I want to be a good person, and I want to help guys, like you say, especially young guys. I really enjoy, hanging out with them, because it makes me feel younger too. Like, even though you say I'm as a football player, I'm still young as a normal, like, human, you would say I'm not, but when it comes to this business, you get old really fast, because now I'm surrounded by kids that are like 17. I'm like, I have 10 years on these guys, and it makes you feel younger when you hang out with them too. So no, I really enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to become even a better leader and a better example for everyone.
It's amazing that you touched that, because you said, like, in this career you get quote unquote old very fast. So as the years are passing by, is there anything that you do personally to just kind of reinvent yourself, maybe nutrition wise, workout wise? Is there anything that you do particularly as the years pass to kind of keep the rhythm going and keep the momentum heading in the right direction?
Yeah, I mean, I always try to evolve as a player. I feel like the day you stop improving, and the day you're not finding it interesting to, like, improve on certain things, that's the day you have to retire. I think that's where I set the standard. I say, like, playing at this level is a constant learning. Like, you learn stuff all the time. You can talk to, like, see how many guys, veteran guys we have in our team. Like, you have Minor, Boniek, you have these players that played for a long time, and they're still as hungry as ever, and that just gives you, compared to them, I'm younger, so that gives you inspiration. And no, definitely I try to reinvent myself. I put a lot of pride in all the work and in trying to become the best player I can be. And it comes from everything, like taking care of the body, do all your rehab, all that stuff, and I really enjoy it. I think that in order to become successful, you need to take this all, like it's the whole picture. Like it's not just what you do on the field. You have to do everything off the field too to improve and try to get better. So no, I put a lot of pride in it. I think it's fun. Like I enjoy it. I enjoy taking care of my body. I enjoy playing every day and learning new stuff. And I pride myself. You can never say that you're done. Like that you are. No, I'm as good as I'm gonna be. Like I said, that's the day you can just hang your boots up, or you can put them on the shelf, because it's a constant learning thing. You can ask anyone. I think they will say the same thing.
And I'll be completely honest with you. I'm glad that you're mentioning that, so that all the younger generations that are watching this can see from somebody that's doing it at the professional level day in and day out, that the learning process really never stops. You have to keep that mind open and continue to learn and grow. One of the questions, my last question in this segment for you, Adam, is your time off. Obviously, we see how hard you work on the field. We know how hard you're working in games and training grounds. But when you do have time off, what does the ideal day off look like for you?
Well, my ideal day off is like, it's a day like this today. It's, what is it? Well, like 80 degrees. The humidity is down finally from the summer. I would get home. I would have lunch. Me and my wife maybe run some errands, so we would go out, we'd grab a coffee. My ideal thing would be to go out, grab a cup of coffee, go to a nice place, sit outside, just sit, talk, enjoy, maybe go with some friends in the team to just sit and relax and just speak about, I don't know, anything really. And then dinner, watch a movie. I love watching movies. I love watching TV shows. I'm a big TV guy. So, and also sports. Like I watch every sport. I'm like a sports nerd, I would say. Especially here in America, you have all these. I mean, there's sports on the television every day, so you can never get bored. So it's easy for me to like always find something to watch. And like I said, I was a little new to the sports over here, but I'm getting to. I'm getting better and better every year. So now I know quite a lot. So, I mean, watching sports, drinking coffee, enjoying time with my wife and friends, that's an ideal day for me.
I think this is the perfect transition to the second part of this chat. This is called Extra Time, and we get to touch a wide variety of subjects. And the first one, I have to go straight into it because in your ideal day off, you said the word coffee.
Yeah.
4 separate times. So obviously you love coffee.
Yes.
I am honestly new to coffee. I am 100% new. I'm getting older now, and I found myself crashing at 2:00 in the afternoon in the office. So now it's like, now that I started having a nice cup of coffee in the morning, I started liking it. And then obviously connoisseurs would come and say like, no, that's awful. That does not taste good. Let me show you this. So I've had a couple of Colombian coffees that were really good, but you need to educate me and people like me about coffee, especially coffee in Houston.
Yeah. No, I mean, to be honest with you, like for me, like I'm not that picky when it comes to coffee. Maybe I don't really I like strong coffee. I would say, like from where I'm from in Sweden, we drink a lot of coffee and it's very strong. I would say here, like for example, if you go to a coffee shop and you order Americano, they always put hot water in it and kind of water it down a little bit. And that's not really my thing. I like it more strong. But the most important thing for me is when you go out for a cup of coffee, like in Sweden where I'm from, it's more the time to like just disconnect from the world, what's happening, and sit down with the person next to you and just talk. So I love the fact that when me and my wife, we go to a coffee shop, we order some coffee. Every coffee place here is good, by the way. The quality here is amazing. So you sit down and you talk and you you put your phone away and you sit there, you enjoy it. Kind of what I'm trying to, I found some places we do that, but mostly here you go and you drink coffee, you see people on their laptops and you see cell phones, they're working, which I understand. This is a good working space too. But for me, I like, the fact of going someplace and the coffee brings you to sit down, drink it slowly. It's going to take a little time to finish it. Maybe have something on the side, something sweet, and just sit and talk. That's what I enjoy about it. That's what made me so into drinking coffee. the quality of the coffee doesn't have to be, like I said, I'm not that picky really. So maybe you can teach me.
No. Like I said, I'm brand new, but I do share that thought process with you. For me, it's cooking over the weekend. If I want to spend quality time with family, if I want to have friends over, I use the excuse of firing up the grill because I know it's gonna take,
Perfect.
a couple of hours to do it. And I think it's cool. And I like the way you put it, because at the end of the day, when you and your wife are out having coffee, it's you, it's me, and coffee, and it's great.
Yeah, it's not nothing else. Like you put aside, like you say, an hour to do the barbecue or whatever. You put aside an hour, it's gonna take some time, and sit there, and it's like, okay, now I'm not gonna go anywhere. So now we can just sit and talk and relax, and then when we're finished, we'll go. And I just love that. That's the thing. Like I usually go with my wife and some guys in the team, but like me and Marco, for example, we're very close friends, and we both share that same thing, the same, the coffee means that you sit down and relax. So, I mean, I really enjoy it. That's what I like.
When you run into conversations that just happen to apply to your life, I think more than one person is going to feel the same way as me. This conversation actually got to me right where I needed to hear it, because I have a problem unplugging, right? And I think that is a perfect opportunity to put the phones away, shut off the world for a few moments, for a few hours, and just literally just enjoy the person that you're hanging out with. And I think that's great sound advice from Adam.
Yeah, no, you'll talk about so much funny stuff, and you actually just sitting and listening to the person you want to talk to, and you just find out, like, I don't know, there's so much thing to life, and instead of just sitting, like you say, we're all so hooked on the computers and the telephones and whatever, so just shut down and sit and talk. It's just, I like it. It gives me some time to like disconnect and reflect and whatever, and talk about something else. It could be anything else but for sport or football. It could just be life in general, and it's just funny,
And before I let you go, Adam, I have to ask you, how are you feeling? Physically, mentally, how are you feeling right now?
No, I feel good. I had a little knock a couple of games ago on my knee, but I'm starting to run outside now, and if everything goes according to plan, I'll be back in training with the guys soon. And I can't wait. Like when you get some time off the field, like if you pick up a small injury and you kept out and you're just sitting there, and we have this big windows at the training facility. I sit there on my bike and I see all the guys training outside, and it's just itching in my body. And right now, today was the first day I was able to go outside and like touch the ball a little bit, get some touches. So I'm like a little kid right now. It's just I feel like reborn almost. It was like, oh my God, I miss it. It's only been like 2 weeks, I think, but I'm just super excited and really. So right now, mentally, I'm in a very good place. I'm looking forward to getting back into full fitness, and great, feeling good.
As they say, love what you do, and you'll never work a single day in your life. That's what it sounds like to me.
That's 100% true. 100% true.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. And before I let you go, what is the best movie of all time?
Best movie of all time?
Mm-hmm.
The Usual Suspects.
The Usual Suspects. We're going to add it. Everybody needs to add it to their to-watch list if you haven't done so already. Again, this was Kicking It with Adam. Adam, thank you so much.
Thank you.